Hey guys, it's Caitlin, and today I'm going to be doing another makeup tutorial for you guys. As you could probably tell by the title, I'm going to be doing a purpley smoky eye look with just like a nude lip. I really like purple eyeshadow, especially for brown eyes, because it really brings them out and really helps enhance them. So I really hope you like this video, and I hope that it gives you some tips on this makeup look. So first I'm going to be using a primer. It is the NYX Studio Perfect Photo Loving Primer. It looks like this. And I'm just going to apply it with my fingers. My sound decided to mess up and not sync right, so I'm going to just voice over this video. The foundation I'm using is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I am number 112 Natural Ivory. So I'm just pouring some on the back of my hand. Will come out. Oh, there it is. Alright, and then I'm using a Real Techniques Bold Metals brush. It is number 101, and it is the triangular foundation brush. And I'm just using it to blend in all my foundation. This brush works really well because it has the flat ends and then the top, so you can buff it in really well as well. And it's really small, so it gets in under the creases of your, under your eye and over your eye really well. So yeah, I just really like this brush for foundation, and I highly recommend it. Plus, it's beautiful. Look at it. So I'm just buffing that all into my face. I'm not really too sure what I'm saying, but just buffing it in, just to give it a really natural finish, making sure it's blended everywhere. And on my forehead. Still just buffing. And so now I'm moving on to concealer. It's the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, again to go with the foundation. It's in number 10 Light, and I'm pretty sure it's the lightest one that they make. Just putting it on my spots and around my nose and under my eyes. I'm using the Real Techniques Essential Foundation brush to blend it in. Really blending it to make it blend into my foundation, obviously, and just to cover all those little spots. Now moving on to powder. It is the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. It's the one that I always use. It's almost empty now, but I really love it. I always go back to it whenever I try out another not foundation, it is a powder. Whenever I use another powder, I always end up going back to this one. It's a number 11 Creamy Natural. And I'm just using the Real Techniques powder brush to brush it all over my foundation to help set it into place. I really like this brush just because it's a big fluffy brush and it really helps to get it all over. And now I'm moving on to start the eye makeup and the eye look. The first thing that I'm using is the Laura Mercier color stick. It is in the color Amethyst, which is just a purpley shade. There it is. And I'm just putting it all over the lid for the base of the eyeshadow. using the Real Techniques base shadow brush to kind of blend in the outer edges just to make it not look as harsh. After I got it blended all in the edges, I'm going back in with the Eyes Are the Window Soul palette from Stila. And there are the colors. I'm using that one right there. I believe it's called Character, but the thing on the back kind of confuses me, but I believe that's the one that it is. I'm just blending it into my crease, and I'm using the Real Techniques Dome Shadow Brush to do that. I'm just blending it into the crease of my eye to add a bit more definition to the eye look. Takes me a little while because I can never get enough on my brush. I always have to go back like 3 times to do it. Plus I was having a lot of trouble getting them to match my eyes. They were not cooperating. There we go. Alright, so now for the final step of the eye look, I'm using a powder eyeshadow over it. It's the Bella Pierre, still don't know how to pronounce that, eyeshadow. It's in the color Calm, and it's just a deep purpley sparkly shade. There it is. And I'm using the Real Techniques, no, it's an e.l.f. makeup brush, the Professional Eyeshadow Brush. And I'm just patting that over top of the base eye stick color, and it just adds that deep purple shade and really makes it stand out. I really like these eyeshadows because they're so pigmented and they're all really sparkly, so I really like those. And yep, again, trying to get them to match. But now I'm going in and kind of blending it all together with the Real Techniques Dome Shadow Brush again, just kind of making them all blend and work together. Now I'm doing eyeliner, and the eyeliner I'm using is the L'Oreal Infallible, the Super Slim eyeliner. It's just my everyday eyeliner. I really like it. It really puts a dark line of black, because it really bugs me when black eyeliners are not totally black. So I really like this one because it is black, I guess. And I'm just drawing a line right over my lash line, and I'm also adding a small cat eye at the end. Tips for doing cat eyes: you just want to bring the line up from your bottom lash line, just straight up from the bottom lash line. And so now for mascara, I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It is my favorite at the moment. I absolutely love it. It really makes your lashes really bold and long and thick. Everything you want in a mascara. And my eyelashes are pretty naturally curled, so I don't tend to curl them. I do every once in a while when I want that little extra curl, but not normally. I also put a small bit on the bottom lash line. So moving on to finish off my face, I'm using the Naked Flush palette by Urban Decay. It's in the color Strip. And for blush, I'm using the retractable Kabuki brush by Real Techniques. It's an angled brush, so it makes it really good for putting it right on the dimples dimples, your cheekbones. Just blending that in with my powder brush really fast. Now moving on to highlighter and using the Duo Fiber contour brush from Real Techniques. Just on the tops of my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, and the Cupid's bow. And then for bronzer, I'm using the Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. It's a really classic bronzer, a lot of people use it, so I do recommend it if you're looking for a bronzer, because it works really well and it's not too orangey of a shade, so it works really well for contouring. And I'm using the retractable bronzer brush by Real Techniques to apply that. Then I'm moving on to lipstick. It is the MAC Velvet Teddy. It's a really matte, like brownie nude shade, and I really like it. It's a bit different from all your normal nude shades, which I really like. Then to finish off, I'm using a setting spray. It is the Urban Decay All Nighter makeup setting spray, and I just have it in the little travel size instead of in the big giant bottle. But I really like this setting spray. It really helps to keep my foundation and everything else in place for the whole day. And so that is the final makeup look. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button down below and leave any comments you may have. I really hope that it was okay with the voiceover. Again, my sound did not want to cooperate with the video. But leave below any comments, anything you may have to say, or any video ideas. I always like reading those. And if you haven't already, please hit subscribe. I greatly appreciate everyone who has subscribed lately. And now I'm going to just do a quick close-up of the look. There it is. And I'll see you next time.